everybody, welcome back to our channel. My name's Danny Taylor and we finally have Giacomo Marchese here on the channel. This is my husband, he owns Vegan Proteins with me. We're both coaches, that's what we do full time. In the last video we talked about asking the right questions, and one of the most important questions that you should get an answer to for yourself is about what your maintenance calories are, because that's going to be how you adjust everything depending on your goals. And when I asked you guys if you wanted to see a video on how to calculate your maintenance calories, you guys said yes. So I'm in prep. I will not be eating maintenance calories for a while. So enter Giacomo, and we are going to use him as like a vegan version of saying guinea pig, because animal testing is not very vegan. Use me as a what? We're gonna show you guys how to calculate maintenance calories using Giacomo.
Yeah.
He did this one for you guys. So why are maintenance calories important?
Maintenance calories are important because you need something to go off of. Like, how are you going to manipulate your intake to meet your needs as a fitness enthusiast or competitive athlete if you don't know what your starting point is?
So why can't you just use an online calculator? There's like a million online calorie calculators. Why can't you just use one of those?
I mean, it's a calculator. It's just not taking into account so many variables that make each one of us different for so many reasons. Things as simple as age and activity level to what your natural metabolism is, how much muscle your body is holding. Muscle burns calories, and we all have different amounts of muscle. So there's so many variables, really.
And I think that it's important to remember that these calculators, while they can be helpful as a rough guess, they're just going off of averages. One of the ways I like to explain this to people so they understand how far off a calorie calculator online can be is that the average American woman is 5'4". Now, if we use that and you used a calculator that was based on averages, are you 5'4"? I'm not 5'4". So while that is a true statement, how does that apply to us as individuals? Well, it doesn't. So the best thing that you can do is really take the time to find out your maintenance calories, and it takes some time. I recommend taking 2 weeks to do this. For the purpose of this experiment and getting this video out, we just did it for 1 week, but I'm gonna get into exactly how we did this. So Giacomo weighs himself every day, regardless. So we have lots of data of what Giacomo's weight is. So what we did was we took 7 days of his weight and averaged that out. So we added up all 7 weights and divided it by 7, and we're gonna use that as his starting weight. Now for 7 days, Giacomo woke up and weighed himself under the same conditions he does every single day. So this was no different than what you already normally do.
Exactly.
But this is important because what we're going to do is we're going to track the difference in weight from our starting weight to the end of the week. That is what we're going to be looking for, the change in weight from 1 week to the next. And how did you track your calories? Because this is the most important part of finding your maintenance calories. Tell us what you did.
Well, I kept it pretty simple. I wrote down everything I ate in a little notepad and kept a food journal. Basically, didn't really think much of it, didn't think of things in terms of carbohydrates or whatever. I just thought things in terms of like, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat, these are the things I like to eat, and then I just wrote it down in amounts, of course.
Okay, so we have a starting weight and ending weight. Now, in order to gain weight, you need to theoretically eat an excess of 3,500 calories to gain 1 pound, or you need to eat a deficit of 3,500 calories to lose 1 pound. Now, this isn't an exact science because there's glycogen and water and salt and your bathroom habits, and all of that can impact your weight. So it's important to know that even though this is the most accurate way to find your maintenance calories, none of it's foolproof, and your maintenance calories is a constant moving target. Your maintenance is gonna change. You need to kind of follow it around, but this is going to give you a way better estimate than any online calculator. Okay. So Giacomo's starting weight was 196.8, and after a whole week of daily weigh-ins, we added that up and divided it by 7 to get his ending weight after a second week, and that was 197.5, which is a gain of 0.8 pounds. So we're gonna multiply 0.8 by that 3,500 calories to gain 1 pound. So that means he ate an excess over his caloric maintenance of 2,800 calories for the week. Now you divide that by the 7 days in a week. Essentially, he ate 400 calories over maintenance on average every day. So the calories will list all the calories here for 7 days, You're gonna add that all up and divide it by 7. So Giacomo took in 3,600 calories on average per day during this experiment. So 3,600 calories per day was 400 calories over his maintenance. His maintenance is about 3,200 calories. Hopefully this makes sense, and we are going to put actual formulas up on the screen so that you can do this for yourself.
And when it comes to making changes, we want them to happen right away, but there's some legwork that needs to be done. So the same way we want to see the change, we have to invest time in preparing our body to know how to change, basically. So like putting in this work and finding out what your caloric baseline is important.
You know, a lot of people are very hesitant to put the time in to find their caloric maintenance, to truly find it, because let's face it, going online and plugging into a calculator is way easier, it's way faster. But if it's wrong, which it almost certainly is wrong, you're gonna end up just spinning your wheels, trying to reach your goals, but not actually reaching them, and you're gonna end up spending 2 weeks just frustrated anyway. So you might as well take the 2 weeks to just invest the time to figure this out the right way, and this is one of the best and easiest ways to do it. I totally recommend going about it this way, and of course, it's a method that you can totally use at the start, but you can also do it whenever you want to just check and see where you're at. If the scale is going up and it's going up consistently, you're eating in excess of your maintenance. If the scale is going down consistently, then you're eating less than your maintenance, and maybe that's part of your goal. Maybe it's not though, and then you need to be like, oh, this is lower than my maintenance, I need to add more food. Finding your caloric maintenance is kind of the keys to the kingdom for all physique changes, really. So totally invest the time. If you do this, let us know what you get. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you have questions about it. Did you find it to be totally different than a calculator, or did you find it to be about the same as a specific calculator? Let us know in the comments down below. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you think it would be helpful to somebody, please feel free to share it, and we will see you next time back on the channel, where I'm going to be going over a full day in the life this deep into a competition prep as a vegan figure competitor. Thanks for joining us, Giacomo.